ты что-то все химозно покупаешь, стрём просто. Я бы уже так не выглядел. Все, нормис.
Ходи. Как так?
Я нормис.
Давай. Убежище. Убрала все убежище.
Ботиночки. Да ладно.
Говню плачу. О, 3. Кайф.
Давай.
Вау. Да, блядь, ты уже это делал.
Ох уж эта деменция.
Hurry! The guard must fall.
Но когда они играют за нас, они слабые. А когда против нас, блин, они сильные.
Да. Он не хочет убивать. Ты не добьешь?
Ноль.
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the absolute.
Рабой.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers.
Подожди, не торопись. Что там еще внизу? Внизу еще.
Все, больше нет.
Еще.
Все, ты сама представить можешь.
Да. Ну а что?
It's like I said before. I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more.
Кирилл?
That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now.
Да, мы тоже станем
For
свинок.
years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city.
Как он вырвался?
I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me when I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stilmay. We formed a partnership, And through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Sure.
Prince Orpheus, son of the first leader of the Githyanki.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus' mother to bring about the fall of the Elitid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus' mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Vlaakith will be finished. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt it change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling
ну вот,
inside
шепчет хардкор.
and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You. There may come a time when that is necessary. But there is no guarantee that his power would survive his passing. The risk is too great. The moment his protection is gone, he would become incapable enthralled to the Elder Brain, just as I would. We may look different, but to the Elder Brain we are already the same. Flaws in its design.
Первое.
Да.
I'm glad you think so. I agree. But there is one thing that you have that I do not. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. Yours continues to limit you. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You too should embrace this change.
Я не против с Константином. А ты?
Против.
А мы все станем? Или только я?
Я не хочу.
Я тебя скажу. Давай сохраним.
Я тоже, блин, превращусь, я не хочу.
Я сохранился.
I am pleased to hear that. You will do very well as an Illithid. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. The transformation will not be complete. The physical alteration in particular will only be partial. But your potential will certainly be amplified. Would you like to do it? Would you like to evolve?
Да, хочу.
Skra! Whatever this gig offers is no gift to you.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
Есть? Да.
The tadpole screams for growth with painful intensity. It has been starved of life, of purpose. It welcomes your probing like a void waiting to be filled. If you let it, it will evolve you, just as the Emperor said.
What are you?
Блять. А чего надо сделать?
Through your veins as the tadpole awakens.
Чего?
Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast.
А я не сделал.
I suppose if it works. But if you had opened your mind to it, rather than consuming it, your allies could have taken advantage of its power as well.
The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel
Ты хочешь
different.
дополнительные способности?
Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
Вы прошли. Госпиталь ловит. Вы можете открыть, там вы можете найти способности видеть. А ты? Нет, такая же. А я? Я. Не знаю, я такой же стол.
No one back home will ever believe
Да
this.
вот тут.
I feel that one.
Пустые.
Ботинки.
Да.
Пойдем?
The orb hums with cerebral magic, permeable but impenetrable.
Просто дали дополнительную начинку, походу, и всё.
Within it, the
Я
Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse,
А?
but for the murmur of his
Я
tale
не
is
хочу
being
там.
siphoned away.
Не могу пройти. А, теперь могу.
Time to press ahead.
Все сдохли.
Где?
Где с тобой поговорить? Хотел.
Со мной? А, давай. Вот так.
Soldier? It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet. And even more powerful still. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom our current Vlaakith has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. Orpheus is not just a Githyanki. Every one
Ладно,
word
я
from
понял. Что там делаешь?
Спим. Где мы?
В вратах Балдура. В городе. Это самая большая локация в игре.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves.
Так
And
светло.
take the Netherstones.
Надо привлекать брат.
At the ready.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum. She was She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too.
Карла составила
I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Кто это был? Лисичка? А, это котик. Это котик. Обнимона. Это Карла составила ее тебе. Торговец есть ли торговец?
Землетрясение.
Ага.
Never felt an earthquake in Baldur's Gate before. What the hell's?
They were big and they were angry.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to step back.
There must be something.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around.
Stelmane is dead.
Как кто-то стоит?
This does not bode well.
Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
Что не имеет? Типа заплатить ему или что?
Блин, бессмысленный диалоги.
Давай.
I'm afraid Article 30.1.7 stipulates that religious or spiritual assertions cannot count towards one's proof of self-sufficiency. I will repeat. For the last time, may I add, do you have means to support yourself?
Съебало. Пусть забирает все.
Я. Зачем?
Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Сам. Ромашка, росиночка, расфуфырник. Пиздец. Третье.
Не хочу.
Третье. Давай.
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
Это что за хреновина?
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business.
Мой город, мой дом. Атаковать! Там еще ниже есть. А, нет, все. Балдурец.
Then you can wait with the rest.
Бля, заплатили 200 еще.
See the gauntlet for processing.
Какая нахуй регистрация? Я чё, блин, в поликлинику пришла?
State your business.
Столбала.
Мне придется пойти.
Давай, вари, что там, блин. Столбала сюда. Сколько? Смог?
Да, обман.
Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost, I don't know, buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins.
Чего ты испугал?
It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge and the stone floors left bloodied. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
Дело.
Второе.
Второе! Ты
Пиздец,
пиздец?
хочешь?
Ладно, давай уж первое.
Я сохранил, тогда давай. Запись.
Нет, давай первое.
Не,
Не,
давай
давай.
пиздиться.
Первое.
Пиздиться.
Первое тогда.
Пиздиться.
Первое, посмотрим, что
Ну,
будет.
Нет,
Нет,
ну,
ну
сначала
это
пиздить
пиздец,
нас
нас
убьют
убьют
и
и
перезагрузить.
перезагрузить.
А?
А?
Давай.
Давай.
Ага.
А?
Делайте хоть.
Так, не понял.
Допилюсь. — 206. Вот и всё.
О, быстро молним.
Дожили.
Ничего не залетает.
Может
Не
не подходить к
ходить к
этому
этому
роботу?
роботу. К другому зайдем.
Ну, подожди.
Количество перестать делать. Просто перемещение от коренева. Так, сейчас пиздану всех. Сейчас молнии его пиздану. Пустого хода.
Бей, что ли, сначала? А, блин, ты не можешь.
Ты ходить не можешь. 10 уровня! Это хуйня вообще 11. Прикольно, прикольно, классно. Так.
Даже еще одного не добили.
Я Карлос. Вот. Сдать удар командира. Хотела. Сделать. Так. Я стрелой какой-нибудь. Есть стрелы.
Что нам? Ледяная.
Электрические.
Ледяную скинул. Больше ничего нет.
Нет, электрическая. А вот есть потом.
Ледяную.
Ледяную не надо. Надо золотого купить. Найти как можно. Я вот
Не могу двинуться до него.
да, у тебя колечко. А, ну ладно, ты поможешь. Нормально. Я сдам всех. Чекай. Только я тебя
Да.
Давай. Улететь. Ну, я какое-то масло выкинул. Блять, твоё. Блин, это ты какая-то бесконечно пилить можешь.
Это не бесконечно.
Так. Кровотник. Кто следующий ходит? Вот это? Ой, ну ладно.
Да просто надо отойти. Отойди и все.
Я не могу дойти, ему пробить. Я сам чакать.
Он задеть, кстати.
Да. Так. Тебе маневр. Я сам там. Вот на мальчике. Смотри, ты можешь ходить?
Сейчас я ничего не смогу делать.
Ладно. Подходи. Подходи. Ну, за ним. О, хорош. Спасибо. Так, теперь Карлов нужно зайти.
Шахи.
Ну.
Столба уже.
Так это я добью.
Да беги до него, не убей.
Да?
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
My turn. Cry about it.
Я добью. Что тут есть?
Что там робот был?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Ну что, давай я просто так сделаю.
Да нет, она сама лечится, когда заканчивается бой. Я ничего не нажимаю.
Лимон.
Адское железо. Интересно.
Блин, ребят. Собираем?
Че мы теперь враги народа?
Да нет, ради. Чего у них лимон делает?
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be?
Тебя не лагает тут?
Лагает.
Come back soon.
Торговец.
Fresh catch every day, guaranteed.
Фигово торговец.
Что он продает?
Рыба. Это картина.
Librarian with your thing. I enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
Apple a day keeps the away.
We don't need
Прям кузница. Вижу. Вот дверь. Тут я потом... Да. Нужно магазин оружия.
It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Как раз нет, как раз в другом месте покупается. Прокат зеркало.
Вы
Вы получаете связь, с которым
Может, тот, который картины эти продает, у него может быть краска. Просто это логично как-то.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art?
Да, как раз. О.
А, я стрела стоит.
Do come again.
Смотри, если ничего полезного будет проникнуть, чё?
Черно-розовая. Вообще херь какая-то, блин, бред.
Да.
Черно-розовая краска.
Да, вот да.
Бяк.
Ну, видите, по дорогу стоит.
Фигня какая-то.
Слушай, продай ему все свои вещи. Он дорого берет.
The Absolute's army slaves.
You taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
The armor was in bargain.
Спасите, долго можно писать.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
Прикатиться еще.
Whatever you're working on, hope that.
Что происходит?
Вообще дальше.
Strong enough to rouse the dead, too.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized iced valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Второе.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
Где? Да.
The Steelwatch Foundry is off limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
Двигаются всякие. Справа река. Корабли двигаются. Красиво. Вообще на каком-то мосту. Пиздец.
Let's go to Calm's guns.
Серьезно,
He
каком-то
has
мосту
the
стоим.
most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a show. You told me the armor was a bargain.
That seems like a lot.
Certified, no magically altered.
To pleasure your fine.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Плакаты ебейшие, огромные. Говно прыгает. Нормально.
I'll give it a shot.
Дверь. Понимаешь?
Могу. Наверх подняться.
Наверх. Что за мной? Видимость.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
А что у нас? Квест наверху? Давай.
Сюда?
Попробуй. Почему? Пускает?
Ну, я не поняла. Да.
Что тут?
It depends on the person and their variety.
Сам понимаю.
Цикль магического развития. Чего?
И на крышу.
Let's go to Calm's guns. He has the most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a show.
Что попал? Я не могу запрыгнуть. А, вон.
Блин, опять не туда, куда пришел.
Сюда надо.
Don't give me trouble now.
Что там? Дверь голубая. А почему в комнате здесь?
Dancing, dinner,
Сюда походу.
Как тебе попасть?
Так. Вообще хрен знает.
Да, вот я понял.
You must hear me, devil.
Опять этот даун.
I will do whatever whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it. And you never will.
О,
You must
подожди, я
help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
иду.
Hush
Зачем
now,
было?
boss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite?
Yeah.
But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Прикольно, вроде красивые есть.
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need. Not the Illithid. The Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Зачем? Если освободим его, то... Если мы освободим его, то мы
To
станем
Illithids,
рабами.
yes. He would gladly execute the Emperor. But to you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
Ну, ведь сам говорит, что очень маленький шанс, чтобы освобождать Орфея. Получить его силу. Хуйня какая-то.
Тут
Откуда он взялся? Я не знаю, как это. Отвечай как хочешь, я без понятия.
Не знаю. Здесь так все запутано. Я бы всех бы убил уже давно.
Так мы и делали на самом начале.
Не знаю.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Hey, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian thing with that weird.
Закрыл.
Разговариваю.
Подожди.
Crackle at the edge of your consciousness. The Emperor has been silenced once more.
Here we are
Всем
again.
надо сделку заключить.
Have you reconsidered? Would you like to hear what I'm
Ты
offering?
мой диалог будешь?
Нет.
Потому что я начал разговаривать с Гетьян.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Да. Я что там? Ой, извини. Я не хотел.
I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The hells require order to function. It is what separates us from mortals and demons. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them. It was stolen from right under my nose all those centuries ago. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's steel and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Ой, я больше никому не доверяю, блин, это уже бред какой-то.
Что он говорит?
Ему нужна корона. Если корону дать, он даст нам молот. Молотом мы можем убить...
Молот Орфея.
Да. И если мы убьем его, то император нам не нужен станет. Но из-за того, что у него есть корона, он сможет править всеми. Дьявол.
Да, вот. Он станет президентом каким.
В России, блин.
Да.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away.
Да блин, он это уже говорил.
If you see reason, I'll be here.
Да, заткнись уже. Нет, с ним надо заключить этот договор, блин.
Да не надо. Давай заключать.
Ну это, блин, квест. Не могу. Ладно, все пока что. Я задолбалась.
Ходи пока.
Слишком сложно.